たよ。そっちはどんな天気かな。空港で約束したよね。すぐまた会おうねって忘れてないよね。もうすぐだから見上げた空の太陽に込めた愛してる。寝る前に月に込めた愛してる。あなたに届いたかな。今日何してた私はいつも通りの日々。君がそばにいたらな。一緒に見た打ち上げ花火。来年もまた来ようねって忘れてないよね。もうすぐだからもうすぐだから見上げた空の太陽に込めた愛してる。寝る前に月に込めた愛してる。あなたに届いたかな。カーテンを開けて朝の光を浴びる。窓を開けると優しい風が吹いた。今日もいい朝。コーヒーを飲みながらニュースを見る。誰かが活躍してる姿、とっても元気が出る。明るいニュースで溢れたらいいのにな。 Good morning, good morning 今日も一日頑張ろう。 Good morning, good morning 今日も一日輝く。 Yes。 鏡の前に立ってメイクを始める。噂のシークリームがいい感じ。今日もいい朝。毎日頑張ってるご褒美に買ったシャネルのリップスティック。発色が良くてとっても可愛い。髪の毛はどんなスタイルにしようかな。あーこんな時間Good morning, good morning 今日も私らしくいよう。 Good morning, good morning 今日も私は最高。トゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥ Have a nice day トゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥ。元気にしてる。こっちは梅雨に入ったよ。そっちはどんな天気かな。 ないよねもうすぐだから見上げた空の太陽に込めた愛してる寝る前に月に込めた愛してるあなたに届いたかな今日何してた私はいつも通りの日々君がそばにいたらな一緒に見た打ち上げ花火来年もまた来ようねって忘れてないよねもうすぐだからもうすぐだから見上げた空の太陽に込めた愛してる寝る前に月に込めた愛してるあなたに届いたかなカーテンを開けて朝の光を浴びる窓を開けると優しい風が吹いた今日もいい朝コーヒーを飲みながらニュースを見る誰かが活躍してる姿とっても元気が出る明るいニュースで溢れたらいいのにな Good morning, good morning 今日も一日頑張ろう Good morning, good morning 今日も一日輝く Yes鏡の前に立ってメイクを始める噂のシークリームがいい感じ今日もいい朝
This is Keen Reflex and this is a space for you guys to practice your Japanese while enjoying video games. That's right, they call me Keen and I'm a translating machine. I read the stories in Japanese and then I tell you what they mean. If I find a word I like, I teach the meaning and then I post a list on YouTube and then we find some words again. Kodomo ga jama suru wa muku mama. Slam the hoga tackled out. Good morning, mama. So sit back and just vibe. Hit that follow, hit subscribe. Stick around if you please and maybe learn some Japanese.
Hey, yo, oh, what the? I didn't think these were burning. I just fixed it before.
Help if the mic is connected to my mouth too. So welcome in. You're watching Keen Reflex. This is a space for you guys to practice your Japanese while enjoying video games. I forgot to be over here. Let me be over here for a second. Just a second. Just a second. Is this one cut off? This one isn't cut off either. Okay. Thank you. Welcome in. I'm a professional Japanese to English translator and interpreter, and I'm here to help you guys learn some Japanese through video games. I love it. Thousands. Still on the demo. Well, for one, we don't make a lot of progress each time, but yeah, it's pretty long. It's and Papa Joe actually went halvesies on it with us to pay for the game, which I will buy as soon as the demo ends. Yeah, I expected it to end the second we went to the, like, honestly, great cliffhanger, horrible cliffhanger, whatever you want to put it, would have been to the second we get into the time door. It's like, hey, we get to go to a different location by the real game. But no, we're into the second, we're in the past now.
And this is a space for you guys.
Second time period. We got 4 weapons. Surprisingly long. Yeah, let's see how much longer it may end like right now. I don't know. Oh, we'll buy it. We'll buy it.
If I find a word I like,
Okay, well, let me scroll down over here. We need to get it. Oh, yep. Blank canvas. Need to get at least 1. Yeah. 1 translation challenge throughout the day. We essentially need 2 a week. Because, yeah, that makes 3 to 4. Well, that makes 4 specifically, but we needed 3 to 4 per week for 4-hour shorts. Why would it skip a page when it doesn't make any sense? Today is... Oh, it's already the 30th. Wow. Wow. And we're playing Adventures of Elliot. Okay. And then it's not Kinyobi yet, unfortunately. Ruby-san! Sashiburi! For real. I don't know what that was pertaining to, but everything we said, definitely for real. Guys, I mentioned it in the Discord and in probably like my last stream. I don't remember. I'm sure I mentioned it. But yesterday I got to... that it's already the 30th, right? That's so fast. How's it going? Yesterday I got to do something pretty fun. My wife's mom's... I was trying to say it really fast. My wife's mom's coworker's friend. So a connection brought me to an author so far only of 1 book, but they are going to get it published. They had a kind of final meeting before the contract with some international publishers. Spell person, yeah. But they needed an interpreter.
Yes.
So I got to interpret for an author who was signing with publishers, not the publishers themselves. Sorry, publishing agents. Those who are gonna try and get them published with different publishers. And it's fun. I can't say it's like, you know, all I'm doing is helping the conversation flow. But we ended up doubling the length of their contract, which to me is a win, and it feels exciting to be a part of that. Yeah. Yeah. This is kind of one of those things that like may not be what I intend to do for. Well, interpretation itself is what I do for career now, but what I'm. Oh, okay. But it's one of those things that's really nice to say I've done at least once, you know, like interpreted for somebody who may be famous someday. But also, they, you know, they're definitely the type of person that finds their one hairdresser and then stays with them the whole time. I am too. But they basically are like, I'm gonna have a lot of these, so please let me use you again. Like, yes, you may. And hurry up and become famous, please. No, just kidding. So, remember exactly what we were doing here, but this is actually in the present. We can easily switch between the times that we've been to so far right now. We're gonna just teleport. Let me do this. Yeah, we're just gonna teleport through time. There's some success in the book. Yeah. I unfortunately, because it's not published yet, I unfortunately have not had the pleasure of reading it. I've only read the synopsis. It is I can tell it's a very... It's fantasy. But just reading the synopsis, like, there were so many so many, like, made-up words, and it's a very, in the good meaning, a very nerdy book. It's an isekai, and it's, which if you don't know what that means, I feel like all you nerds do by now, even if you don't know any Japanese, is a story where you get transported into another world. Let me just remind myself how to fight for a second. There is storyline to be had. But while we catch up, I'll just kind of fight. Every second, yeah. Me too. So much that I even made my game basically an isekai story. I didn't think of it as an isekai at first. When I made the concept, and I thought about it, like, okay, I guess, yeah, going into the game is an isekai. How much that I half unintentionally made my game an isekai. Isekai as a set is now on par with Lovecraftian. Yeah. The only thing that bothers me is I don't remember. It's been a while since I've heard an English speaker who doesn't know Japanese pronounce isekai. And I don't remember how they pronounce it. But that is the one thing that bothers me about it, is that people don't pronounce it right. And that's not their fault. I'm not, like, in any way shaming them. It's not the language that they're learning, but it bothers me to hear it. No. Forget how they pronounce it. With up on the right. With up and I'm trying to say otherwise would spoil the game. That's true, Tausis. That's true. Yeah, I kind of understood what you said, Ruby, but at the same time still couldn't make it work in my head. Maxime! That's a hard one to imitate. Thank you for the resub. How many months? 22, that's like my favorite number. No, seriously, like 2 is my favorite number, so therefore having 2 2s is twice the favorite number. Like square root of, not even square root. I didn't even mean to say root, I meant to say squared, but it's not even squared. Alright, I'm just hurting the Maxime's brain because with my bad math. Wow! Also, hi Ken-san, how's it going? Who's played this, by the way? This is such a fun game. We'll do just a little bit more fighting while we catch up, and then I can do storyline. Don't hit me! Don't do it. Oh, that one has a bow. Okay, be careful. This one has a bow. Don't want to break our chain. Doing okay other than net issues, likely due to the heat outside. Does heat tend to mess with that? Oh, I don't know why that reminded me of the reason I'm so busy. Did I even I don't think I told you guys why I've been so busy and missing streams lately. No, I think I did. I told some of you guys on stream. Yeah, our not landlords themselves, but what do you call it? The management company, Fudoya-san. They, I don't even know if that would be considered. Anyway. They refused to check the building for mice, which is the law. The mice, are getting in from somewhere outside. They're not coming in from the main door. We are not like overly dirty in any way, like inviting them in. And even then, they put a clause in a contract that says we are responsible for mice. But if you read it more, and if you read Idaho law, it'll say, yeah, if we are the ones who invited it in by disgusting habits or by physically bringing them in, or, you know, anything like that. But if there's ways that the mice can get in through the building and they're not supposed to, that's on the landlords. And yet, twice I asked them to check for holes, and they refused. Then I sent them a link to the code that says they have to. And they made a bunch of excuses, and then also said, by the way, we're gonna go ahead and send an inspector. No, we're not allowed to have cats. I actually thought of, my dad has a cat, and at first, like, we have, the last problem we had was, we don't know if it's inside the oven, like the stove thing, or around it or under it, but we kept finding cotton, like insulating parts around the oven. So my dad's like, yeah, you want to make up a bed for my cat and just put him in there for a few weeks? He's joking, but just put him in the oven. Cat in the oven. Not turn it on, guys. That's not what we're talking about. I need to go buy a new long 50 feet Ethernet cable. Mine is all worn out. Like one of these. I moved to upstairs and we can only have a connection on the bottom floor, so I have to get... I think mine's 50 as well, yeah. It's the first time I've used such a long one. But yeah, it's ridiculous. They kind of like, they keep sending me emails saying, just to clarify the rules, you know, because they don't want to get sued or whatever, or get in trouble with health violations. So they use wording that's like, it wasn't our fault, but we'll send an investor anyway, because we're so nice. And that was only after I decided to move out. So we decided to move out. We had already actually renewed our contract, but I'm like, no, void that, because you're violating my tenant rights, so this isn't okay. Anyway, we did find a new place. We got approved, and we're moving on... We're moving in the 17th, moving out the 22nd. We have like a weekish to move. Coming through ventilation as the cheapest way is to use insulated tube, so most places used it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I honestly think that's a very good possibility. There's also, I don't know exactly, I'm not the professional, that's why I want them to inspect it. Everything's going well, it's good. They literally told me, if you find any holes, go ahead and report it to us, then we'll seal it up. It's like, that's not my, it's not, I'm not the professional. I don't know where to look. I don't know where they come in. I know that, for one, the place where we connect our washer, you know, where the pipe is supposed to come out, and there's, you know, you can connect to the water, there's just a big gaping hole there. So that's probably not good. You know, like, it's not like a hole just barely big enough for the pipe, it's like a big square around it. But yeah, I think there was one time, Maxime, where I was walking into the downstairs bathroom, which is probably like the first stop from the ventilation from outside. There's a vent up there. I think that would be logically it's the closest to the front door. So which is where the vent sucks in the air. But yeah, it was so quick, so I didn't realize. But I feel like when I walked in, it was airborne, as in it fell from the vent. I just know it was moving rapidly when I walked into that tiny bathroom, and we both scared each other and ran away from each other. Well, dodged each other. And I mentioned that, but anyway, terrible company. I wouldn't recommend. I don't know if they probably only do stuff in this area, so it wouldn't really help the cause to tell you guys, but they're called 5-star. Don't use them if you're in Idaho. They're terrible. Where's the... Okay, we're gonna play games now. Game yarimasu. Maji de game yaru. This is an omoshiroi kira. But she's not talking out loud right now. She's a historian. They're gonna move a while ago because of the train. Yes, we were. We were gonna move a while ago trains, and we kind of wanted. At the time, my wife was Editown was still doing a lot less good mentally. You know, being in the U.S. and whatever is very tough, and she wanted kind of an emotional support dog, essentially. A miniature dachshund. We also wanted a place that allowed pets. But in the end, we decided we didn't want to move Leon's schools for like a 4th time. I mean, I know the first 2 were daycares, but still, like every year he started typical "Kya!" for the mouse. No, neither of us cat. It was more of a yes. And like me dancing, like I didn't run from it, but I like high stepped. Like, I don't want to step on that thing. You know, like when in soccer practice or sports practice where you're doing the high knees, I did that. So yeah, but we ultimately decided the extra cost for moving and whatnot wasn't good, and we wanted to keep Leon with the same school. But the other reason, sorry, there was 3 reasons. There's another reason was with my new job, I wasn't going to be able to take Ari-chan to work, so we wanted to get somewhere close enough to where she could walk if she needed to. She's like a 25-minute walk right now, but it's still pretty far. But the place that was close enough to her work was not that great. It was slightly more expensive. Slightly worse and slightly more expensive. We're like, why are we doing this? But now we have this problem. I don't want to be with this company anymore. The other reason was she got her license. So that solved that 3rd problem. But I kind of also wanted to be closer to my dad, which we couldn't have done if she hadn't got her license. There's just so many factors. I think that's the side quest. We should grab the side quest. Yeah. Short answer to that, tells us, is we decided not to renew our lease. Mouse problem happened. Let's screw that. Void the renew. We are moving. And we're going to use a different company. Making the change in road direction would be an adjustment for her. Yeah. Mine was... Oh. It's Gerb. It's just Gerb again. I don't remember doing that. Okay. We can look at some of course. So where? I do not understand. So I have Windows. I have two monitors, right? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense. Give me a second. It's gonna glitch for a second. I wanted to avoid this. Oh, push the wrong button. Huh. Okay, there it goes. It makes no sense because there'll be something like Word, or in this case Discord, it'll be on the right screen, but I basically have two inputs on my right screen to save me time. I know ideally I should take the one out that I'm not using, but yeah, one is for the game, the other one is just from my right screen for my computer. But it still exists technically, right? Even if I have the it switched to show. So even if I have this set to show the game, in the computer verse, the right screen still exists. And yet, I can never quite grab Word or Discord from the right side. Like, blindly, of course it's blind. But all you should have to do is go to the right, go all the way to the top, because it's maximized, right? It doesn't work. I don't know why. It drives me crazy. So oh, we're gonna get bombed soon, I can tell. Okay. What should I do? At some point it became like this. Quite literally is what it's saying. You can make that sound better. What happened?
この先に進みてんだが落石があったみたいでな。こいつが邪魔で通れねえんだ。
Okay. Why? How? How does the camera keep physically moving? What have I done? What have I done to move the camera? Let's see, I'm shaking. Oh, it does! It does slip! Shaking it does kind of inch it away, okay. Well, we need a more stable camera stand next time. That was a good one. Let's translate that one.
Translation challenge.
Let's get our translation challenge done so that we can just focus on having fun with the game, yeah? So. And this is a good chance for you guys to practice understanding super casual, almost rude, not rude, it could be in certain situations, but super casual Japanese. I would say, understanding it, yes, I would say you're not really gonna, I wouldn't recommend really speaking like this too much, but not necessarily, yeah, if you're with your friends, that's fine, like polite wise, but you might just also sound like you're trying to act too cool, if that makes sense. Which, you know what I mean, it just ends up making you sound like a dork. It works with games and movies, but この先に進みてんだが落石があったみたいでな。こいつが邪魔で通れねえんだ。Okay, so first we'll go over the vocab, and then I'll go over what this thing is doing, and the grammar. Well, no, I'll go over that when we translate it. So, at any time, go ahead and put your translation in the comments. Not in the comments. Well, yeah, if you're watching, I forgot. Yeah, if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, yeah, put it in the comments. But in the chat. So the phrase is この先に進みてんだが落石があったみたいでな。こいつが邪魔で通れねえんだ。Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, we haven't done any vocab yet. Yeah, that's right. Vocab. Why was there? Okay. So we've actually gone over this. What are you doing, word? You're killing me. Right here. No? Stop. Stop, word. I want to type here. Why would you go to the next page? Yeah, that's the next. What's going on? What is going on? Let's just go over the words really quick or just write all the words down first before I go over the English, because it's just easier for the Hiragana. Susumu. We have Rakuseki. We go over koitsu. Okay, yeah, we can do koitsu. Jama. Toru. Okay, these are all the words you'll basically need to know. A few other grammar words, but you'll see them everywhere, so we're not going to go over each individual one here. Konoseki we recently went over. Technically it's 2 words, but I'm going to keep it as 1 because it's kind of a pair in this case. And seki can mean a lot of other things if you don't put it with kono. And I believe last time I put it as you know what? I'll even keep it exactly the same because I made it into a short too. So let's see. Let's find it. I was playing Octopath Traveler. Oh, there it is. Konoseki, right? Yeah, so I translated it as, there's a few other ways to translate this, but just for your understanding, right over there, right past there. Yeah, I was just about to say just past there. Okay, susumu. To proceed. To move forward. Okay. Rakuseki is exactly what it looks like. So you have fall, it's the first, and then you have stones. Right? So this is, we usually say in English, fallen rocks. But yeah, fall stone is fallen rocks. Koitsu is, it's a rude way to say this, he, she. In this case, it's this. So it's not so rude because it's, I mean, it sounds super informal, but it's not really rude because we're talking about the rocks. Jama is to be an obstacle. Noun slash verb, or not verb, would this be an adjective? What is jama da? That's adjective. It's in a way, basically. Obstacle. Toru means to pass through. Okay, I'm gonna double check if there's any better ways to define jama to make it easier to understand. First, I'm gonna double check the yeah, we're good. We're good. Really quick. Hindrance, obstacle, nuisance, disturbance, interruption. Yeah, that's enough. What I wrote. Okay. Okay. That being said, word, you're killing me. So here's a phrase. How would you translate this? この先に進みてんだが落石があったみたいでな。こいつが邪魔で通れねえんだ。Okay, I'm gonna go over over one thing. We have this part, right? Te and ne. So what in more normal even casual speech, you would say この先に進みたいんだがこいつが邪魔で通れないんだ. So the ない when you have たい or ない a certain way of crude I'll call it crude because it's not necessarily always rude. Depends. It's more crude. Crude way of speech is to change the tai or nai into he or ne. And you nobasu, you have that second e sound here too. Right? But the meaning is susumitai, torenai. So kono saki ni susumitai. So I want to. And then we have susumu to go through here. So basically, I want to pass through to over there would be, I want to get through here. Right? But, daga, rakuseki, fallen rocks, ga atta mitai. Well, okay. In this case, we're talking about the event. Not necessarily the rocks that have fallen. I should probably change that in the vocab before I do the shorts. In this case, we're talking about the events. The event of there was a. Oh, let's look it up. Like, I don't know if you'd call it a rock slide in English. I don't think we say that. Rocks fell. Yeah. Dictionary just says falling rocks or fallen rocks. But when he says ga atta, he's talking about the event of rocks fell, right? But how would we say that in English? So first of all, mitai dena. So it seems. Put simply, some rocks fell here. How do we say that more naturally in English? Do we say there was a rock slide? Is that a word? I don't know why I question these things. Rock slide meaning rapid downward movement of a large mass. I mean, yeah, no, this doesn't really look like a. Yeah, it is a word. But would you guys call this a rock slide? What you see on the screen? I don't know where they came from. I don't see a mountain anywhere. I don't see a mountain nearby. Oh, you don't. Yeah. Is that a rock slide? Okay, I'm gonna keep it here for like this for now. And we can try and I want to get through here, but it seems I'm gonna say there was a rock slide. Actually, see if rock slide is exists as a different word in Japanese. Yeah, it doesn't. That's probably the best alternative. Do you think you can say that rocks are blocking the way? You could change it to it as a localization. What he literally says is, it seems rocks have fallen here. So, through here. So the only thing that is a great suggestion. Thank you. I didn't think of that. The only problem I have with it is that technically the original Japanese, and maybe I'm thinking too much, which is probably why I take too much time to translate stuff. But maybe I'm thinking too much. But the original Japanese hints that this person knew that there weren't rocks here before, but now there are. Whereas rocks are blocking the way doesn't have that nuance. And I know that's not a super important nuance, but it is different. You know what I mean? And that I try to avoid that because you don't know. Although it doesn't seem important, maybe later on in the story, it's revealed that he was going through her all the time, and that's an important thing. You know what I mean? So as much as possible when I'm translating, I try to avoid even the seemingly not important nuance differences, but that may actually be the most natural way. That's a very good suggestion, Morton-san. Seems there was a rock slide. I'm even gonna just put it here for now. Seems like rocks are blocking the way. Well, you know what though? Well, we'll see if that still feels natural, because we're gonna go on to the next sentence. So, koitsu ga jama de torenai. So, koitsu, like I said, is a crude way to say this, or I guess these in this case. So, koitsu ga jama, these are in the way, right? But I can't get through. So, now that I think about it, our next sentence is going to make that first sentence sound a little weird, blocking the way. Because basically these are blocking the way. So I can't get through. So yeah, maybe we wouldn't do this. Just because of how it sounds in the English. Seems rocks fell here. Which sounds sillier. Okay, I will think about more natural, and feel free to leave suggestions of how to make this more natural, because this is the meaning in Japanese, but I'm tying it too much to the original Japanese. I need to separate myself from the Japanese a little bit, make this more natural. If you can do that, definitely continue with suggestions. I'm gonna move on though, because I wanted to help you guys learn the meaning, and we've done that. But yeah, let me know if you have suggestions. Yes, the nuances, there weren't rocks here before. Like, because what he quite literally says is, it seems there's been a rock falling event. It seems rocks have fell here. So that could mean it might not, but he might be implicating that he's been here before and they weren't here before. To be honest, we could, as a localization, we could just combine this. I want to get through here, but these rocks are blocking the way. And to be honest, even in English, it's kind of weird to say, I want to get through, but I can't get through. You know what I mean? It sounds... I don't know why English doesn't allow us to repeat words. Repeating words in English just sounds funny. I'm a little sad. My translation's kind of bimyo today. I want to get through here. I want to... And also... In Japanese, they use different words. Susumu. I want to get past here. Let's go get past here. Let's do that. I think if there's any rude way to refer to a rock. These jerks are blocking the way. These stupid things. This actually might work as far as like koitsu. The way he's talking, like he doesn't... He's the type of person that in English he'd say these stupid things are blocking my way. Like I said, koitsu's a little crude. And since he's talking like this, I might also not say seems, maybe just looks. I'm gonna get past here, but it looks like there was a rock slide. These stupid things are blocking the way, so I can't get through. That's a lot better. I like it a little better. Yo. First time I caught a stream since I live in Australia. Followed you a while ago from your YouTube shorts. Spaghetti, I love it. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming by. It's nice to see you. We're actually in the middle of, if you'd like to see, translating this sentence. This will be a short. hopefully I'll polish it up before I make it a short, because I actually re-record that part afterwards. But we have the phrase, and it comes from here. This is the scene. この先に進みてんだが落石があったみたいだな。こいつが邪魔で通れねえんだ。So the sentence we have here is, so I want to get past here. この先に進みたい. 進みてんだ is just a very crude way of 進みたい. But it looks like there was a rock slide. Now, what it actually says is, it looks like there was, and in Japanese this is a word, but there was a rock falling event, right? Which could be rock slide, but I don't see a mountain. I don't know where these rocks came from, right? It's a video game, so I don't think they thought of that. So rock slide kind of more says that there would be a hill, whereas dakuseki is usually like falling rocks, like maybe from like the top of a straight up mountain. You know, like when there's a pass in the car and they say falling rocks, it's more like that. But anyway, we went with rock slide because that's the closest thing I can think of at the moment. If you have any other suggestions, that's awesome. We have koitsu is the crude way to say this or these, so I put these stupid things because the way he's talking, I think he would say that in English. Jama de, so jama is obstacle or in the way. Torenai means I can't pass through something, right? So these stupid things are blocking the way so I can't get through. Okay, so that's our translation challenge for the day. I'll keep that here. And yeah. Rockfall. Rockfall. Thank you. That's probably a good word. There was a rockfall. Does that sound weird though? I don't like either rock slide or rockfall, to be honest. I'll think of it before I make the short. This is something like, I can't get through, these rocks are blocking me. Seems like there's a landslide. We could switch, that's a very good point. We could switch the order of the sentences. That's always okay. That's a good point. Let's look at this. I want to get past here, but it looks like there's a rock. Yeah. For now, I'm gonna keep mine the same, but I'm gonna put notes for my shorts as possibly switch the sentences. Great suggestion. Oh, you didn't see me. I mean, it's for me. It's for my own purpose, but I put the notes in there because that is a very good point. So when I do my particular challenges, I tend to be a little bit more literal and keep as much to the original Japanese as possible because I want the viewers to understand what is going on, the meaning. In actual translation and actual localization, you do have freedom to do things like, of course, switch the order of the sentences around, like Spaghetti did, to combine sentences or split up sentences if it's a run-on sentence in Japanese. It is a difference between translation and localization. My actual experience of 10 years of translation and localization for big companies, and it's usually like legal documents or manuals, and I'm very much used to keeping so close to it. However, I still think though that even in localization, lately, we've gotten too comfortable with moving away from the original, and it bothers me a little bit. I'm actually I'm behind, so no spoilers, but I'm finally playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in my own time, and I play it with the Japanese voices. Yeah, Japanese voices, and then I have the English subtitles, and I often do that just so that I can see how things are original and how they were translated. Sometimes I get ideas, or sometimes it makes me think, this translation. There's plenty of times where I can tell the person is a great writer, a better writer than I am, but they didn't understand the original Japanese because that's too far. They went too far. But you're right, it is the difference, because the localization you want it to read... Well, I didn't read your full sentence. Localization made to read better in English, but it somehow become creative interpretation. Yeah, exactly. So, for localization, so this is a good translated sentence. It's okay. I'm going to polish it before the shorts because it's not the best localization. You want to make it good writing in English. Right now it's not good writing, in my opinion. This is okay. This sentence I don't like. I'll figure it out later though. We're not going to spend too much time. I won't spend too much time. Feel free to continue talking about it though.
確かにこれをどかすのは一筋縄ではいかなそうだが。
Oh, and by the way, Spaghetti-san, how, I'd love to hear about how long you've been studying Japanese, why you study Japanese. I'd love to hear your Japanese learning journey. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it'll be very easy to get rid of these rocks, to get them out of the way. Dokasu is, by the way, a good word. We're not going to go over every single word. By the way, pacing, guys, for anybody who's new, we don't do a translation challenge in every single sentence. I don't dwell on every single sentence. I usually just translate and go through. But when we have good words like dokasu, book BGM time. That's not the right kanji, is it? Maybe it is, but I don't think we usually use kanji. To move something, someone, so what's the someone out of the way. Dokasu. There's a similar word for this, doku. Okay. So that's actually where this is, dokasu is kind of coming from. Doku means to get out of the way. It also means poison, but that's just a homonym. To get out of the way. So for example, if somebody's in your way, you can say doite. You can say it, if you say it in a polite tone, that's not rude. Doite, doite. Out of the way, please. There's not a please there, but you don't need please every time in Japanese. It's different way to be polite in this language. But doite, doite is fine. So that's just the command form of doku. Dokasu means that you physically move the person or thing out of the way. But yeah, those are good vocab. That's why I wanted to go over them. You hear doke a lot in anime. Yeah, absolutely. That happens a lot in anime. So the more crude way of making a command is to take the last mora, the last hiragana, and change it to the row. So instead of saying doite, you say doke doke. Thank you, Keen. Based. I forget what that means. Is that a compliment or? I know it's yokoso, so either way, if it was the other way. Watching the new Ghost in the Shell and the Japanese dubbing literally says the word proletariat in English, but English subtitles translated as sad little worker bee. I'd have to know more context to see if that's even remotely okay, but okay. Yeah, they changed it a lot. I get it. I'm gonna snooze this a bit. How's Yokoso doing?
この岩をどかすには壊すしかねえ。となると爆弾だな。
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, this guy, every time he has the way of speech where every time there's a tai or like shitai or nai, he's always gonna say te or ne. So usually read normally, this would be この岩をどかすには壊すしかない。となると爆弾だな。Okay. Now, the only way to get rid of these stones is to break them. So we're gonna need a bomb.
爆弾？
Well, let's actually, since it popped up, we'll teach Bakudan real quick. Vocab time. Bakudan. So Baku means explosion, and then the dan is usually, it can mean a few things, but it's often used for bullets, projectile weapons, or like projectile ammo. I guess ammo is a good word. So the explosive ammo is a bomb. Not a foam. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Okay.
なあ、爆弾は村の店主が持っている。
Oh,
すま
that's
ねえ
convenient.
が、もらってきてくれないか?
And they're no shame. That's very Zelda. This is Square Enix, by the way, if you guys haven't played this game. So yeah, the town shop. He doesn't say it. They sells it though. He just says the town shop owner has bombs. Can you get some?
ちょうど俺もこの先に進みたかったところなんだ。わかった。待っていてくれ。
No, this guy has a much more polite tone, so he doesn't say "Susumitenda." It's "Susumitakatta tokoronanda." Katta, matete kure. I too wanted to get past here, so please wait here. I'll be back. I love how he's always checking his hat and whatnot. Rinko no omamori. Okay.
私たちも岩があっては先に進めませんね。お店の方に会って爆弾を手に入れましょう。
Yes, okay.
決めてください。
Hey, we got... Oh, is that only the first drop bonus? Did we break it earlier, recently? This game has a drop bonus after 5... Oh! Without getting hit, if you get 5 kills, the drop rate goes up, and then again at 15, and I think the last one is 30. And then if you get hit, you lose the whole thing.
見てください。宝箱がありましたよ。
How useful. Princess is making herself useful. She can't heal in this time.
こいつの中身は
But she... Okay, I love how it's not... There's no word for the money. It's just money. Okane.
これだけツールがあればいい道具も買えそうです。
You called it tsuru?
Yo.
The money is tsuru? Huh.
Yo.
That's interesting since it's already a word in Japanese.
Yeah.
Tsuru or dogu would mean tool.
Yeah.
But yeah, she just said, oh look, there's a treasure chest. How convenient. Go to bed. You go to bed. I'd love to go to bed, but I have to work.
Yeah.
You can go into bed. What time is it in Australia right now? We need Bakudan for this too. Good yeah. Good suggestion. It's 1 a.m. for me. Yeah. Oh man, I'm sorry. And I was supposed to start an hour earlier. And you could have caught me easier. But I couldn't get myself to fall asleep last night. I couldn't get myself to go to sleep last night. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for stopping in, Spaghetti. Love the discussions. Let were you up? Only till about 1:30, but I want to go to bed at 12. Because the stream when I'm supposed to start at 7, and my job requires lots of concentration, which requires sleep. Like my workday would suck because, you know, I'm a medical interpreter. So just like it would just make my whole day so much harder if I don't get at least like 7 hours of sleep. If I can get you another time, I should still be around for another. Okay, yeah. stick around. I don't know when the next storyline is coming up. Speaking of, though, I do need to... Sorry, I know you won't be here for 10:15, but it's almost break time. Where the heck am I going? I guess I need to go... When they said village, I assumed the next village. I don't know why I assumed next village. I'm pretty sure I need to go back to this village. Yeah, there's even a green thing. Pay attention. Are you doing medical interpretation at a hospital in the States? No, I do it online from my computer for any hospital, or actually also banks. They call it medical interpreter, but there's a few other things that I do. Mostly hospitals, some banks, some but yeah, all over the US, Canada, and UK. I don't know if we do Australia. I can't think of any time that I've picked up the phone and it was an Australian doctor. But yeah, it's for... Oh, and the ads are going to start soon if they do. I'm sorry. Oh, there they go.
From the moment we're born, we are fighting a medical life. It's a one-time opportunity. Hey, yeah. Oh, 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 hey, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Running is something, losing on something. Sometimes you feel as if you are stuck in a sin, and wish all the morning will never come. But you can be lost feelings, I know you can. Come on, stand up, warriors. The fight is not over yet, and hope remains. Come on, stand up, warriors. We haven't lost yet, and hope remains. We can always win no matter how hard we try. Let's get up and let's win now. Don't give up, you say somebody and all that. I know some things are easier said than done. The barriers maybe tall a bit, but you knew that before you began. But those who say they can do it, those who believe in themselves, they become the victors. You can fail, but never lose. Believe with their heart and soul. Come on, stand up, warriors. The fight is not over yet, and hope remains. Come on, stand up, warriors. We haven't lost yet, and hope remains. We can always win no matter how hard we try. Let's get up and let's win now. Come on, stand up, warriors. 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 Let's get up. Come on, stand up, warriors. Come on, stand up, warriors. Let's get up. Let's get up and let's win now. We are warriors. We are warriors. We are warriors. Let's get up and let's win now. Come on, stand up.
Welcome back. I forgot to be over here because I didn't even do it right. I'm so sorry. Mistake. Okay, welcome back, Ken and this. Hi, you're watching Keen Reflex. This is a space for you guys to practice your Japanese while enjoying video games. For those of you guys who are new here, I'm a professional Japanese English interpreter and translator with over 10 years of experience in big companies in Japan. I don't know, I have to say big company. I don't know, I guess Coca-Cola bottlers and the stock exchange itself is kind of big, right? But lately I've been doing interpreting, and we were actually talking about that. I'll continue to talk on that subject here in a second, but first I want to tell you that I like to play games in Japanese with you guys. Is there Japanese on the screen? A little bit right here. It's so small you can't even see it. This is Maseki. Translated in Final Fantasy 6 is Magicite, that literal magic stone. But yeah, we like to go over phrases and words I think are useful to you. I'll put them in the notes. Sometimes we do translation challenges. If you're into that thing, definitely hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button. And we're gonna get back to the game.
For you guys to practice Japanese while enjoying video.
But yeah, so to reiterate, kind of what I do is a Japanese patient per se will be in in the ER, in the hospital, and having a baby. The doctor will call me, and then I will basically facilitate communication between the two parties, which can be challenging. But one nice thing is since it's consecutive, which means they take turns. Doctor will say something in English. I take notes because sometimes the utterances are kind of long, and I need to remember all the key points. I don't write everything they say. I take notes on things like numbers, if there's a price that they're talking about, a credit card number that was said, a date. Those definitely need to be written down, and then just general steps you need to do, A, B, C. I just write like a one word for each sentence that reminds me. Anyway. Then I say that to the Japanese person, they answer the question or ask their questions, and go back and forth. So it's a little bit nice that my brain does not want to do the other type of interpretation, which is like you're talking while they do it, which is also just really hard in Japanese, because it's possible with a lot of other languages, because the sentence structure is mostly the same, but with the verb coming at the end, it's technically, with the instantaneous translation, you're supposed to be starting the sentence as they are finishing it. But you can't possibly know sometimes the first word on the sentence in English when it comes last in Japanese. How are you supposed to start? Anyway, my brain also just can't do this too much. But yeah, it's a very rewarding job. I did translation for 10 years, and I enjoyed it. But for one, I'm a perfectionist, so I'm a perfectionist and I have ADHD, so it was a lot of stress with deadlines, a lot for me. I'm always thinking about deadlines and not being able to make it. Wanting to put quality over efficiency, but most translation jobs really want more efficiency than quality, unfortunately. What the frack? King Thomas streaming. What is this? 2023? Seems a cool gig. I'd love to get into translation work, though I doubt I'm qualified in any capacity. If you were asking about how and why I learned Japanese, I was. I just kind of picked it up by listening to anime dubs, then just learned the hiragana, katakana after just somehow being conversationally fluent. Wow. I didn't know this game, Kenny-san. It is such a great game. 日本語の名前が冒険家エリオット。で、もう少しあるんだけど、英語でもその続き忘れちゃった。ちょっと待って、調べる。めっちゃ面白いゲーム。It's Square Enix、Square Enix のゲーム。で、昔のゼルダみたいだし、めっちゃ楽しい。で、ストーリーが黒鳥みたい。Let's see。冒険家、これ。冒険エリオットの千年物語 is the Japanese name. Does this show anything? What is this? 冒険家エリオットの千年物語。
よし。
Generally, hospitals in Australia have in-person translators for most appointments if they need it, and let them know beforehand. That's also a thing here. I don't know about Canada and Australia, UK. Sometimes I'll be on there, and then they'll be like, "Oh, we actually got an in person. We don't need you anymore," and then I am off. But yeah, that's obviously more, if possible, more ideal to be in there, because sometimes, like when they're doing, for example, physical therapy, and they're like, raise your hand to like this. It's fine, but like sometimes they'll say like push, and I'm like, well, that means that I could translate it a lot of different ways depending. Like say, like move it up, move what up? It's very obvious if you're in the room, but if I can't see anything, because by the way, although it does exist in my company, mine is just audio. Less Zelda and more Wise. I've heard of Wise. Why have I... trying to remember what that is. I couldn't tell you if it's more or less like Wise, but I know that like having all these different weapons, boomerangs, bows, it's very much Zelda to me. The graphics are 2D HD, which, although wasn't Zelda, similar. Feels similar as far as it's more classic. Yeah, I think I just didn't play that I'd only heard of them. But even when I heard of them, I knew more than I currently can remember. I'll look into it.
すまない。ここに爆弾があると聞いてきたんだが。
Yeah, to me it just feels like a Square Enix version of Zelda. Classic Zelda. Or Wise, if you played that. I have a massive presentation to give in 3 hours, and I am just ready. Just ready. I want to give it in Japanese. You will do it. Will there be any Japanese people listening this time, Skyro? What kind of speech is it? Are you going to be on television? Do we get to watch it? He says sumanai, but I wouldn't translate this here as sorry. I guess you could. It may be in certain... Excuse me is probably... yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. I have heard that you sell bombs here.
あるにはあるが、何に使うんだ?
I do, but what are you gonna be using them for? あるにはあるが. That's an interesting... How would you teach that?
私が来た!
Or how would you even translate it to get the same exact... I mean, yeah, I do have bombs. It's kind of like... I have them for the sake of the definition. Yes, I have them, but that doesn't mean it. Basically, the nuance here is, yeah, I have them. I'm not going to necessarily sell them to you right away. They're arigato, Skyro-san. They're all gaikokujin. So zero Americans, is that what you're saying? Because you know what that means. Because I mean, if you're giving the speech in America and there's no gaikokujin, then you're saying they're all Americans. It's quite new in this case. Which do you prefer, story or tale, to translate? I'm not sure what you mean. ストーリーか物語ことすみません、言い方を変えてくれませんか？わからないです。
道を塞いでいる岩を壊したいんだ。
I'd like to, as break, we'd say blow up since we're using a bomb. I want to blow up some rocks that are blocking the path.
それなら爆弾はぴったりだな。
But I was just being silly, Skyro. I know what you meant. And even native Japanese speakers would sometimes say that, then they'd be like, wait, I guess now we're in their country, so we're the Gaikuji. Well, yeah, then bombs would be perfect for that.
だが、俺はこの爆弾に他の使い道もあると思うんだ。例えば、蛮族をぶっ飛ばすとかな。
When he started with, he started out this whole conversation with, well, yeah, I have bombs, but what are you going to use them for? Like, he's being super cautious, right? And then I gave him a pretty good answer. Well, I want to blow up some rocks that are they're blocking the path. And he goes, well, I guess it's good for blowing up rocks, but I think they have a better use, blowing up monsters, sending monsters flying. Okay, why were you even cautious in selling these things to me then?
爆弾で蛮族を倒す?
And I say monsters, but in this case, in this game, they call the monsters, it's like, barbarians the right word? I believe Banzoku is barbarians, yeah. I wouldn't localize this as barbarians though, because Banzoku, savages, they're all very much monsters, and so barbarian, the English word barbarian makes me imagine, and although they are talking about they're technically just a different race, but I kind of see like humanoids at least humanoid, and they're not humanoids at all. They're not human-like at all. I wonder if they actually translated this as barbarians. I wouldn't personally.
こんな時代だ。蛮族に攻められてばっかりじゃ面白くねえからな。
So let's check. Let's just keyword search. Adventures of Elliot. Barbarian. Beasts and barbarians. I only got an AI answer that I didn't get any hits. And if you translate Sennin Monogatari in English. Oh, okay. I think Tale sounds better. Maybe the 1,000-Year Tale. I don't think, well, you know what, I think it's called the Millennial. The official is the Millennial Tale. Millennium Tales. So yeah, monogatari, it can be story. 例えば, for example, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X の方は、主人公のティーダが、ほら、これは俺の物語だみたいなこといつも言ってるでしょ？英語では This is my story って言うんだよね。This is my tale じゃない。場合によるんだよね。So, this is the English title. The Millennium Tales. Yes, and in Monogatari. Yeah, so over on YouTube, a Japanese viewer was asking, do you prefer tale or story for this? I think tail works better for monogatari in this case. It can be neither. But as you know, because you're a native English speaker as well, yes, tail is going to sound better as a title. Yeah, exactly. この時代が満足に責められてばっかりじゃ面白くねえからな。Yeah, because in this era, it sucks to just be attacked only be the receiver of attacks of these barbarians.
とはいえ実際にはまだ試したことはねえ。そんな命知らずはめったにいねえからな。
However, I haven't really tried it out yet because I don't know anybody what do we say? Shidozu. Careless, foolish. Careless is, yeah, inochi shidazu, it literally means somebody who doesn't know life. It's the literally. What's the word? Word by word literal translation. But the meaning is careless. Inochi shirazu. That's a better word. Reckless. We'll get so inochi is life. And in English, life covers so many different meanings, but this particular one is actual, like, to be alive, that kind of life, not lifestyle, not and how you're figure out how to word it. But inochi is going to be, I'm going to say a life, right? Life. So your life, your non-death, right? And then, oh, sorry. Shiranai, as you may know, just means to not understand, to not know. Inochi shirazu is reckless. Or it can be a reckless person. In this case, it means a reckless person. Because he says, Sonna inochi shirazu wa mettai inai kara na. So there's no, I very rarely see such a reckless person to try this out. Hey, Lormaid-san, konnichiwa, how's it going? Someone with a death wish, yeah, you could say that. Yeah, depending on the context, someone with a death wish would absolutely work. But yeah, in general, meaning-wise, inochi shirazu is going to be reckless, a reckless person. But yeah, for example, for the sentence, I haven't tested this using bomb. We're talking about using bombs on the monsters, and tested this out yet though, because you rarely see such a reckless person. You rarely see someone with a death wish. You could figure out how to word that to make it work. But yeah.
なるほど。まずは俺にその爆弾を使って蛮族を倒してきてほしいと。
I see. So you're saying, okay. So the quest. So you're like me to, before you give it to me, you want me to try them out on monsters? Is that what you're saying?
話がわかるじゃねえか。
See, you're a guy who understands. You get it. Spoke a bit. Well, not feeling the best. I'm sorry, man. This guy gets it. Here we go.
頼むよ。岩を壊す分も後で譲ってやる。
This guy's funny. But yeah. A better way to localize the last thing he said. 話がわかるじゃねえか. You can say, oh, this guy gets it. That's so, I could technically, like physically, the game probably won't let me, but I could technically just use the bombs it gives me on the, okay. I'll give you enough, so please blow them up. Later on, I'll give you enough to blow up the rocks as well. If I don't catch a stream, interact, I'm off to bed.
並べられるんだ。うちが繁盛するために頼む。
Okay, Spaghetti, it's really nice to see you. 来てくれてありがとうございました。おやすみなさい. Everybody say おやすみなさい, Spaghetti-san. It was really nice to talk to you, meet you. Thanks for coming in. Keep watching the shorts. I actually need to... I've recorded but not edited my one for today, so I need to hurry up and edit that while working, between calls. Oh, okay. If I figure out whether or not these bombs will work against monsters, I'll be able to sell them as at my shop. That's kind of a good way to introduce it to the shop after meeting the objectives, right?
仕方ない。引き受けよう。
I guess I gotta accept then, huh? It's also nice to catch you. Yeah, it's nice to see you. Okay, we got a new move. Nagoshide. Yeah, I think they had this in the original demo.
蛮族を倒しましょう。使うときはくれぐれも注意してくださいね。
What? You can't teleport to that one? Oh. I need to do it this way anyway. Okay, what's the button for... There it is. Oh, well, that's a little bit. Okay, that worked.
Yeah. Yo. Hey.
Wow. Running, everybody.
Yeah.
That works.
爆弾の威力すごかったですね。早速店主さんのところに報告に行きましょう。
What? I thought it said kill 10. It said like 3. That hits so hard. But it's already 9:30, guys. I don't have much more time before my work. Unfortunately.
おお、あんたか。どうだった？
You, huh? How was it?
少し扱いづらいが、威力は十分だったよ。
It's a little bit hard to use, but had plenty of power. Yeah, it did. Jeez.
そうか。なら商品として出せそうだな。
Okay, then I think I can sell it as a product then.
それで岩を壊すための爆弾だが。
Okay, then the bombs for the rocks then.
ああ、そうだったな。ほれ、持ってきな。
Oh, that's right. Take this one.
ありがたくいただくよ。
Thank you.
次からは金を取るんでよろしくな。店に出しておくからよ。
Next time next time you'll have to pay for it. I'll put it on the shop list. By the way, okay. Jerb is memeing, so we gotta show you the memes. Let's see the memes. Where is the... Oh my, that's quite a lot. Quite a lot of memes today. I have this one. I think I was talking about how I like how he holds the hat. Okay, yeah. Get that neck fixed. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the memes, Jerb. As always. Okay.
この爆弾さえあればあの岩を壊せますね。さあ急ぎましょう。
Didn't expect a Keen gif. Yeah, we got lots of Keen gifs. Definitely not blushing. They're in. Jerb makes them all the time. They're in the. They're in the meme part of Discord.
冒険の道しるべがまた一つ。まるでこれまでの旅路の目印みたいですね。決めてください。
もっとだ。やっやっ。
いよいよ爆弾
Oops.
でこの岩を壊すのですね。
I'm gonna kill that guy too.
してきました。
お見事。
Omigoto. And then the Lord made sound all of the gifts that Jerb makes. I add to a folder that is randomized when I do the oddball here at back screen. Well done.
いや助かったぜ。
Oh, hi-oh. Hey, you made it on time. Just barely today. 来てくれてありがとう. Translator's here, so we're gonna go over the words that we learned really quick, yeah? What words did we learn? We learned konosaki, right over there, right past there. Susumu, to proceed, to move forward. Rakuseki, fallen rocks. Koitsu, a rude way to say this, he or she. Jama means in the way, obstacle. Toru means to pass through. Dokasu means to move something or someone out of the way. Doku means to get out of the way. Bakudan is bomb. Inochi is life, someone's life. Shiranai is to not know. So inochi shirazu, to not know one's life, is a reckless person. More like not know the value of one's life. The phrase we went over was, この先に進みてんだが落石があったみたいでな。こいつが邪魔で通れねえんだ。I want to get past here, but it looks like there was a rock fall. These stupid things are blocking the way, so I can't get through. Okay. Look, now it's like you've been here the whole time. Honto, honto. Tonotori. Yeah, 助かったぜ。
俺の方こそ助かった。これで先に進めそうだ。
No, you helped me, now I can get through here.
壊せそうなものがあったら爆弾を使ってみろよ。意外なところで道が開けるかもしれないぜ。
If you find any place that looks like it can be broken, you should use a bomb. You might find some secret paths. That's clearly the way I need to go. I already saw other places. 一度だけダメージを受けてもボーナスが途切れない。じゃあボーナスの段階が上がるたび効果が再発動。That's not a bad accessory. Time did I start the stream? I started an hour and 40 minutes ago. I'm supposed to start 2 hours and 40 minutes ago, but I didn't fall asleep till 1 a.m. last night, so I started an hour late. You're in California, right? So I would start 6 a.m. for you. And then it's supposed to start 6 a.m. and then it's a 3-hour stream. So this accessory allows me to get hit once without losing my drop bonus. It's kind of nice. Kind of like having the float though. And every time I with this accessory, yeah, I only have 1 slot right now. Kind of like flying. Every time the drop bonus levels up, that resets. So that's kind of nice. But honestly, with that safety, I think I would be more reckless. And it would end up not really mattering that I had that accessory. You know what I mean? I would be less cautious, and therefore, in the end, still lose my drop rate. Speaking of which, I would like to. There we go. Get my free projectile up there again. After he chooses not to equip the accessory that would have prevented that. Dang it. Just woke up. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I start so early. I have work at 10 though. 9 for you. Oh, there's a... Get a freaking bow. I just got beat up so bad. I just had to walk out and reset. It's okay, Green. I also just woke up after a bad dream. Oh, Nani? I'm at 1 now. I was at full. I thought I had my boomerang. I forgot to just switch it for the puzzle. I just got put a bomb above my head. Let it explode. Okay, so this... I believe this has nothing to do with the storyline, right? Yeah, this isn't where we're good. This is just extra. Look at this, I can float across that. Would you stop it? How dare you? Make me look like a fool. I could jump across that. Wait, normally, right? Yeah, just curious. That was close. Wouldn't have been able to do that, although there's no point. We swim though. Oh. Would I have been able to do that usually? I don't think I would have. See? I'm glad I bought this thing.ね、残念ながら、あとほんと少ししかない。
あの建物はもしかして。
Oh, is this one a heart piece?
また新たな輝きを得られるといいですね。
I got a heart piece, guys.
頑張ってください。エリオット。
There's still a trial. Okay. That's so many. You know what? With this many, I think bomb actually would be a good choice. No. Unless I fail. Okay. Hey. Oh, there's so many. Whoa! How dare! No, 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 get away, there's a bomb!この野郎! Oh, they revived. That's what's going on. Whew! 大変だったよ。
あれは何が入ってるのでしょうか。気になりますね。
生命のかけら。Yeah. The life force piece. Is that it? Oh no, we just started a new one. Eventually, though, that will be more life. Tell you what, guys, it is about 4 minutes until I got work. We got this thing here. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do Keen Theater here soon. Yeah, that was the save point. Do Keen Theater here soon, and then we gotta raid out. Unfortunately. Sorry for those of you guys who just came in. I'm gonna call in the kids. Come on, it's gonna make the noise, so hurry up and click. Hurry up and click. Oops. I'm gonna call him in. Should be anytime soon.
Okay, I know what to do. Theater.
It's time for Keen Theater. Which activity is Keen gonna do this time? ただいまが現れた。
Want it, followers, gimme, followers, cause I'm an SNSner, cause I'm an SNSner, want it, followers, gimme, followers, cause I'm an SNSner, cause I'm an SNSner. Physical とメンタルを
ありがとう。
Adios!
Adios だって。ありがとう。Okay, it was a little bit earlier. First time I've seen the SNS Center. Otsukare! Well done, Otsukare. So that is it for today's stream. I do need to go over here. We're gonna raid out. Okay. 来てくれてありがとうございました。That was our stream today. If you enjoyed learning Japanese,
Keen Reflex 己に負けるな Keen Reflex 己に負けるな Keen Reflex 己に負けるな
But yeah, I hope you guys learned some stuff. If you enjoyed learning Japanese with us, make sure to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whichever one you like to use. If you're on Twitch as well, hit that follow button. And yeah, we have shorts. I made a game if you're wanting to learn hiragana. Making a game for katakana. So much stuff. I'll put if you have not followed the Discord as well, I would recommend getting in the Discord so you know our schedule. Had a good time, glad to hear. Okay. では来てくれてありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。また tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Okay? じゃあね。
元気にしてるこっちは梅雨に入ったよそっちはどんな天気かな空港で約束したよねすぐまた会おうねって忘れてないよねもうすぐだから見上げた空の太陽に込めた愛してる寝る前に月に込めた愛してるあなたに届いたかな今日何してた私はいつも通りの日々君がそばにいたらな一緒に見た打ち上げ花火来年もまた来ようねって忘れてないよねもうすぐだからもうすぐだから見上げた空の